ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
व्योमवद् व्याप्त देहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितं पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेर्यस्त्राहि नो
देवी
देवी दुर्गे
दुर्गे
देवी
नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा तुष्टाचिकामां सकलं न विष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपानराणां त्वामाश्रिताश्रयन्ति सर्वभावापशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्य खिलेश्वरी त्वमेव त्वयाकार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम् सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते देव्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टा तुष्टाचिकामां सकलं न विष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताश्रयन्ति सर्वबाधाप्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्य खिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम् सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भये व्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते रोगानशेषान्नपहंसि तुष्टा तुष्टाचिकामस्तकलं न विष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताश्रयं प्रयान्ति सर्वविपदप्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्य खिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
First verse of ninth chapter. Idantu te guhyatamam
ते गुह्यतमम्
pravakshyamyanasuyave
प्रवक्ष्याम्यनुसूयवे
jnanam vijnanasahitam
विज्ञानसहितम्
यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात्
मोक्षसे शुभात्
राजविद्या राजगुह्यम्
गुह्यम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम्
प्रत्यक्षावगमम् धर्म्यम्
धर्म्यम्
सुसुखम् कर्तुमव्ययम्
सुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्
अश्रद्दधाना पुरुषाः
अश्रद्धधाना पुरुषाः
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप
धर्मस्य परं तप
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि
मया ततमिदं सर्वम्
इदं सर्वम्
जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना
जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना
मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि
मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि
न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः
न चाहं
अहं
तेष्वस्थितः
तेष्वस्थितः
In first verse of the 9th chapter, Bhagavan has said to Arjuna, okay, now I will tell you a knowledge, or we can say Brahma Vidya Atma Jnanam, along with the indirect and immediate knowledge, and having assimilated this Brahma Jnanam, person can be released from this samsara. In first verse, and samsara is not really speaking mrityu or whatever is available in outside of us, not external word, but samsara, what is going in our mind, is called samsara. And this Atma Jnanam is the king of all knowledge, and this Atma Jnanam is the secret of all different type of, is the king of all different type of secrets. This is the greatest purifier, Uttamam Pavitram. This Atma Jnanam, Pratyakshavagamam, we can appreciate directly, which is not away from Dharma, and Kartum Susukham, it always gives happiness, and this happiness which is born out of Brahma Gnanam, it is avyayam, means it never goes away. So Bhagavan has praised, glorified in second verse Brahma Gnanam, and in third verse, what we have seen last time, Bhagavan says, a people, one who doesn't have Shraddha in Atma Gnanam, asya dharmasya ashraddadhanaha purushaha. Here the meaning of dharma we have seen is Atma Jnanam. Of this Atma Jnanam, one who doesn't have Shraddha, such people, mam aprapya. Bhagavan say, they cannot understand me, they cannot reach me. So that's why mrityu sansara vartmani nivartante. In the path of the death and birth cycle, they come back. Nivartani. And now, this is the last time I have told, these two verse, fourth and fifth, we can say is the crux of the Vedanta, or even in 9th chapter, this is very important verse. And is called key verses, Granthi Shloka. So we have to remove each and every thread. We have to untie this shloka. Actually, Bhagavan has taken this shloka. The meaning of shloka is taken from nothing but same Upanishad only. So actually, there are 4. We can divide it into 4 parts. This is first line, but mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshvavastita. In general, if we translate, idam sarvam jagat goes together. Whole this word, idam means this, sarvam means whole, jagat is this whole word, even whole universe, including my body, mind, sense complex, is tatam. It is pervaded. By whom? Bhagavan says, Maya, by me. But who am I? Bhagavan says, avyakta murtina. Vyakta, which can objectify, but avyakta, which cannot be available for 5 sense organs, are called avyakta murti, unmanifest. Avyakta murtina. So whole universe is pervaded by me. And again Bhagavan says, this is sarva bhutani matsthani. All beings are in me. All beings are in me, but at the same time, nachaham teshu avastitah. Aham teshu bhuteshu na avastitah. I am not available in all of them. So what Bhagavan would like to convey, so before going in detail, I would like to show something. That we have to see, but still, first before that, some homework. So this is what is we have studied in our Upanishad, but still, the first sentence what I have written is Abhushanani Suvarnena Tatam. What Bhagavan has used the word is Tatam. But actually another meaning of Tatam means synonyms is Vyaptam. So Abhushanani, all ornaments are pervaded by gold. Suvarnena Tatam. So this is first sentence. So all ornaments are pervaded by gold. Second, I have taken from Chandogyopanishad, Ghataha Vrittikaya eva tatam. Ghataha means a pot is pervaded by clay. So Vrittika is a clay. This is a third, 3 by 1. So a pot is pervaded by clay. Third one is also I have taken from Chandogya, Nakhanikrantam. It's called nail cutter. In Sanskritam is called Nakhanikrantam. Krishna ayasena tatam. Krishna ayasa means iron. Tatam means vyaptam. So nail cutter is pervaded by iron. Is third. Vastram tantuna eva tatam. Vastram means fabric is pervaded by yarn. So four. Same way, here Bhagavan says in this verse, Jagat means this whole universe, Maya. So who is Maya? So we can say Ishwarena. But who is Ishvara? So Bhagavan has mentioned in this shloka is Avyakta Murtina. Vyakta. Vyakta meaning is one who can objectify through our 5 sense organ is called Vyakta, manifest form. But Avyakta Murtina means which cannot be manifest, which can be not objectified. And what is the meaning of Avyakta? What is the Ishvara real nature? Is Chaitanya, consciousness. So Jagat, Vyaptam. Jagat is pervaded, but by what? So we can say Maya means we can take as a Ishwaram, we can take Maya as a Avyakta, what Bhagavan says, but what is the nature of Avyakta Murti? Means consciousness. So here Bhagavan would like to convey whole Jagat is pervaded by my real nature is consciousness, is pervaded by consciousness. And therefore, we can say, one who everybody knows, Ishwarasya Swarupam is Jagataha Upadan Karana. Ishwara is material cause of whole Jagat because Bhagavan says Vyaptam and Tatam. Because in previous also, we have known what is material cause, that's why I have not written. But here also, we can say Suvarna is material cause, Vrittika is a material cause, Upadan Karanam, Krishna Ayasa, Upadan Karanam, and Yon is the Upadan Karanam. Same way Bhagavan says, I am also Upadan Karanam of whole Jagat. And from where Bhagavan has taken this vision? So we can say Bhagavan has taken vision from Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasya Vidam Sarvam. Idam Sarvam Ishavasyam. Whole Jagat is Ishwarena Vyapta. Is pervaded by Ishvara only. Now there is a 2 words, very well famous, Satya. And another word is called Mithya. That I would like to discuss. So what is the meaning of Ishavasyam, or what is the Upadan Karna? What Bhagavan would like to convey here? So two words. So first I have taken the meaning of Satya. It says there are three meaning of Satya, like Dharma has, we have seen different meaning. Same way, a Satya word has three meaning. One, Satyam Vadishyami, Rutam Vadishyami, that we know. Even Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Satyam Api, Apriyam Ma Bruyat. Everything I know, we know. The meaning of Satya means truthfulness. So Satya means truthfulness. Another meaning of Satya, which is discussed in Taittiriya Upanishad, is a Sat. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So in this, what is the nature? Swarup Lakshana of Brahman, consciousness, is Satyam. So at that time, the meaning of Satyam is Sat. Sat means existence. And Jnanam is Chit, consciousness. So here the meaning of Satya means Sat, existence, not Satyam. So Satyam Vadishyami. And another meaning of Satya is Swatantra Satta, is independent reality, is called Satya. Like in Chandogya Upanishad, Vrittika eva Satyam. Ghatam no Satyam, Vrittika eva Satyam, Nakha Nikrundana, Krishna ayasa eva Satyam, Loha Mani eva Satyam. There are different examples, but here also Vrittika eva Satyam. So at that time, the meaning of Satyam is, it is the independent reality. It is not depend on anyone else. It's called Satyam. So that's why Satya has three meanings. One is truthfulness, another is called Asti, existence, and another third meaning is Swatantra Satta. Means Vrittika eva Satyam. Among three, here the meaning of Satyam in Upanishad, generally we take Satya Mithya. Here the meaning of Satya is Swatantra Satta, independent reality. The meaning of independent reality means Ghata is dependent on Vrittika, is dependent on clay. Ornaments are not independent, is dependent on gold. Same way whole Jagat is dependent on Maya Avyakta Murtina. So here the meaning of Satya is equal to Swatantra Satta, Satya is equal to. And that Satyam is Ishvara. So one meaning of Satya we have seen, it is a Swatantra Satta which is discussing here. And another meaning of Mithya. So again I have quoted one thing, it's from Taittiriya Upanishad, well famous, often quoted, So kamayat bahusyam prajayeya iti satapaha attapyat satapaha taptva idam sarvam asrujat. Yat idam kincha tat sruštva tadeva anupravishat tad anupravishya satcha tyaccha bhavat abhavat niruktancha aniruktancha abhavat nilayancha anilayancha abhavat vignanancha avignanam abhavat satyancha anrutamcha satyam abhavat. Here the meaning of Satyam is that Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Yadidam kincha tat Satyam iti achakshad. So here also Sahakamayat means he desired, Ishvara has desired. And idam sarvam asrujat means he is created. So we can take this both sentence is nimitta karana, efficient cause. So nimitta karana. In rest of this, even Bhagavan has entered. So what we have discussed, this is the Anupravesh Shruti. It is discussed in Brahma Sutra. So Anupravesh is not literally entering in some from one room to another room, but here It is available in our subtle body, that consciousness. It's called only entrance, pravesha. And after entering, this all description is nothing, but that Ishvara becomes everything. What is the meaning of Sat, Tyaj, Niruktam, Aniruktam? It is given in detail. Nilayan, Anilayan, Vignanam means the conscious, which is inert, which can be defined, which cannot be defined. Everything, even what is real, which is not real, everything, that's Satyam Abhavat. It becomes. And Tat Satyam Itya, whatever here, everything is Ishvara only. That's Satyam. So that meaning of Satya is, even here it is written, Satya is Satyam Gnanam, but we can take an as a both. Satya is a Satyam Gnanam, Brahma, and another is Swatantra Satta. So this is the meaning of Satya, Swatantra Satta. And what is the meaning of Mithya? If we take, so then meaning of Mithya, there is two meaning that I have written here. One meaning is, suppose I have written one sentence, Yat Tvam Vadasi Tat Mithya. What we are talking about, it is not true. So here the Mithya is a false, the meaning. Like Satyam is truthfulness, here the meaning of Mithya is a false. So it is a common. But the meaning of Mithya another is Adharaha Ananyatvat. One who is dependent on others for its own reality, astitva, existence, is called Mithya. So Adharaha. So for existence, Ananyatvat, dependent, it's called Mithya. So meaning of Mithya here is Adhara Ananyatvat. This is the classical definition of Vedanta is given. Mithya is, it is a dependent of someone else for its own existence. So again, same thing I have taken, what I have written first. So that Upadan Karan, another name in English is called material cause. And here we can take as a Satyam also. So what we have taken, all example, the Suvarna is equal to Satyam. While Abhushanani or all the ornaments are called Mithya. Because ornaments are dependent on gold for its existence. Same way Mrittika Eva Satyam, which is given in Chandogya, and this Gadaha is Mithya. The Mithya is doesn't mean is not existence, but Mithya is, it is a dependent on someone else. Gataha Mithya, same way Krishna Yasaha Satyam, Nakha Nikruntam is Mithya. Nail cutter is Mithya, while iron is Satyam. Yon is Satyam, while fabric is Mithya. Same way, Ishvaraha Chaitanyam is Satyam. Maya Avyakta Murtina, that Bhagwan's form is Satyam, and Jagat, whole Jagat is nothing but Mithya. And when we say Jagat is Satyam and another is Mithya, means totally whole Jagat is dependent on Ishvara for its existence. If we taken out consciousness from whole Jagat, nothing will be remain. That's why it's called Mithya. It is not existence. Because in Mithya Jagat only we are taking Gnana. Even though it is a Mithya. So it is not real, but it is between real and non-real. It's called Mithya. So, Matsthani Sarva Bhutani. In this shloka, Bhagwan says, Sarva Bhutani, then we will see whole Pashyam. Sarva Bhutani Matsthani. Mat all beings have their existence because of me, Matsthani. Generally, they all translate in me, but they all are available because of me. And at the same time, Bhagavan says, Aham, if I do Anvaya of this, Aham, Teshu. Teshu means all Bhuteshu, na avasthita. Aham means myself, Bhagavan says, Teshu in all being, I am not avasthita. Here the meaning of avasthita means they are not placed in me. They are not in me. In which way Bhagavan would like to tell this? I am Satantra Satta. Because of me, whole Jagat is available. But I did not need anybody's help to sustain myself because I am Satantra Satta. So this Nachaham Teshu Avasthita, Bhagavan would like to convey, I need not help anyone. So here na avasthitam, aham teshu na avasthitam, the meaning is even I am in all of them, but at the same time, I need not them. Without them also, I am always available. Suppose pot is equal to clay, but clay does not need any help of pot for its sustenance. So we can't say clay is not equal to pot. Same way na avasthita. Same way Bhagavan would like to tell Puja Swamiji's statement. A, B is equal to A means whole body, mind, sense complex. Okay, B is equal to A means is Atma. But A means Atma is not equal to B because Aham Teshu na avasthita. I need not them anyone for my sustenance because I am Satyam. All are Mithya. This Bhagavan would like to convey in this shloka. So Matshani Sarva Bhutani is Satyam. All beings, they can exist in me only because I give them, borrow consciousness. That's why they seems to live. But they are not in me because I can be independent. Without them also I have my own existence. It's called Aham Teshu na avasthita. This is the meaning of this whole verse. Now we will see what Shankaracharya ji says. Because Shankaracharya ji, in front of Shankaracharya ji, Padmapadacharya, Totakacharya, Sureshwaracharya, everybody was sitting. So for him, Shankaracharya says, not to discuss the Satyamithya. But really speaking, this is a discussion on Satyamithya. So Shankaracharya didn't mention anywhere this Satyamithya, but this is only Satyamithya. Now we will go in the so this is the main teaching. So again now, idam sarvam jagat tatam. So this whole will go together. Idam sarvam jagat tatam. This is one. Tatam is vyaptam is two. But if we ask, is pervaded by whom? Then maya. And what is the adjective of maya? So this avyakta murtina is the adjective. Bhagavan says, I am not in form of Krishna. Vasudevasya putra na tatam. But my real nature is avyakta murti. So, which cannot be objectified by sense, 5 sense organs are called avyakta murti. Murti means form, avyakta means which cannot be objectified. From that, I am all pervaded. I pervaded whole Jagat. In this sentence, Sarva Bhutani Masthani is a Satyam. Because I am a Satyam of whole Jagat. That's why they all are in me. But at the same time, Aham Teshu Na Avasthita. Being Mithya, there is no need to stay along with them. Without them also I am independent. I can be sustained. So Aham Teshu Na Avasthita. This is the meaning. Now we will see the Bhashya. So Maya, the Shankaracharya has written, what is the meaning of Maya? Maya, Shankaracharya says, means Mama Yaha Paraha Bhava. Mama means mine. Yaha means which. Paraha Bhava. Here the Bhava is not really speaking emotions. But here the meaning of Bhava means Swarupa. Paraha means ultimate. The ultimate, what is by ultimate Swarupa is Satyam Jnanam Anantam. So ultimate. Uttama, we can say the greatest, but ultimate my Swarupa is consciousness. Tena eva. With the help of that consciousness, tatam. The meaning of tatam, Shankaracharya said, is a vyaptam, is pervaded. What is pervaded? So again Shankaracharya has written whole sentence, Sarvam idam jagat avyakta murtina. Idam sarvam. Idam means this, sarvam means all, jagat means whole universe, avyakta murtina tatam vyaptam, which is cannot be objectified by 5 sense organ. By that, whole jagat is vyaptam, is pervaded. Now Shankaracharya is explaining what is the meaning of avyakta murti. So he says, avyakta murti is equal to navyakta murtihi. Murtihi means form. Navyakta, which is not available. A form which cannot be available, and not available means which is not available through our 5 sense organs. Because we generally, we would like to objectify everything. Because we have all knowledge through our 5 sense organs only. That's why we would like to take each and every gnana from 5 sense organ. But Bhagavan says, avyakta murtina, I am not available. That's why Bhagavan's one nature is called aprameya. Aprameya means which is not object of our knowledge. So na avyakta murti, that swarupa, that real nature, yasya mama saha aham avyakta murti. One who is a form which is not objectified by 5 sense organ, that is my, mama means my, that saha aham. There is no XYZ, but that myself only, and my real nature is avyakta murti. My real nature is, which is cannot be available for 5 sense organs. By that avyakta murtina, tena means by that, maya is also 3 by 1, by me, and again avyakta murtina. The meaning is same. So what is the meaning of avyakta murti? So Shankaracharya has written karana agochar. So here one is missing. In this book of Shankar Bhashya, I have seen in my is a karana gochar. Yes, karana gochar. If we write karana gochar, the meaning is they are available for sense organ. But he actually it is a karana agochar. That's why I have written here karana agochar. Karana agochara means which is not here. Karana is not only ears, but it is a whole 5 sense organ. Agochara, which is not available. So karana agochara, it's called avyakta murti. And Shankaracharya is written in his Bhashya translated, karana agochara means which is not available for mind, buddhi, intellect, and even 5 sense organs, are called avyakta murti. So I am just telling only 5 sense organ, but manaha, buddhi, and even 5 sense organ. But I can tell you, without 5 sense organ, buddhi cannot take decision, because the data should come from external to internal, no? And even without sense organ, mind cannot be see anything. So main are 5 sense organ. Is avyakta murti. Ne? In that, Shankaracharya says, tasmin. Tasmin means in that. Tasmin, mai, in me, avyakta murto, which is not available for anything. In avyakta murto, sthitani, all are available. Who? So matsthani sarva bhutani. All beings. Sarva bhutani means all beings are matsthani. Matsthani means mai avyakta murto sthitani, which are available in me, in the which is formless. And who are sarva bhutani? What can the meaning? The Shankaracharya says Brahmadini stamba paryantani. Brahma adini is starting from Brahmaji. Stamba is a blade, grass, blade of grass. A small grass is called stamba. So starting from Brahmaji up to stamba. But we can tell up to virus also. Everything is Ishvara Mathani. All are available in Ishvara only. Stamba Paryantani in Ishvara. So this is first line. Shankaracharya is discussing. He says Satyam. All are Mithya. Now Shankaracharya says Mastani Sarva Bhutani means he says Nahi Niratmakam Kinchit Bhutam Vyavaharaya Avakalpate. Actually, this Nakara, he because now will come here. Niratmakam. Niratmakam means one who doesn't have any consciousness. Here Atma means consciousness. Niratmakam. In this word, if one who doesn't have any consciousness, kinchit, anyone, even small insect up to anyone, kinchidapi bhutam, any being cannot be capable for what? So any transaction. Vyahvaraya na avakalpate. We cannot even imagine a person or even being without consciousness. They cannot do any type of transaction. And all beings are nothing but inert only. So Bhagavan has given a borrowed consciousness to all beings. That's why Bhagavan says, they are in me. So ataha matsthani, the meaning of matsthani, Shankaracharya has written the meaning, maya atmana atmatvena sthitani. All being, what is the meaning of matsthani? They are in me. So maya atmana atmatvena sthitani. They all beings are available in form of consciousness only. Here, these all 3 by 1 no, are called Itham Bhute Trutiya. There is a very famous Itham Bhute Trutiya. The Itham Bhute means in the form of. Suppose we say Gataha Mrittikaya Swarupe Avatishtati. Is called Gata is nothing, but its Swarupa, its form is nothing but clay only. Same way, whole Jagat, as though it is a Pancha Mahabhuta, but these all Pancha Mahabhuta are inert. So how can they do all type of transaction? That's why Bhagavan says, Sthitani means I have given Maya Atmana in the form of consciousness. Here the Atmana means in the form of consciousness. Still now nobody can understand. Yes, Bhagavan has added one Atmatvena. In the form of consciousness only, they all are available. They are remain. That's why Bhagavan says, Ataha Mayi Sthitani iti Uchyante. They are all are in me only. If we remove gold from all ornaments, there is a no ornament. So we say, Atmatvena Suvarna Abhushanayam Avastita. Same way, if we taken out a consciousness from whole universe, nothing will remain. Because all Pancha Mahabhuta and even gross Pancha Mahabhuta are nothing but they are all are inert. Bhagavan has given, is entered in the form of consciousness and he become everything. They make everything is live. That's why we can say all beings are in me. They are all available in me only. Ataha mai sthitani iti uchyante. So one part, sarva bhutani, masthani sarva bhutani. Now, najamathani bhutani. Is a mithya. Now Shankaracharya has written one sentence, Tesham bhutanam ahameva atma iti ataha teshu sthitaha iti muda buddhinam avabhasate. So there are many people, we can take this sentence, muda means one who doesn't have discriminative buddhi. Is called muda buddhi, proper intellect. For them, generally people are thinking, Bhagwan Mara Rudhyam, he says Bhagwan is sitting inside me. So Tesham Bhutanam Ahameva. So everybody says that their Ishvara is sitting in me. But I am different from that Ishvara. So as though there are two consciousness are sitting inside in everybody's heart. One is Ishvara and another is me. Me means Jiva. So it says, Muda Buddhi Nam Avapasate. A people who doesn't have proper discrimination, such people they say, Tesham Bhutanam Ahameva Atma. I am sitting inside. And there are two, Iti Ataha Teshu Stita. So I am living inside. Teshu Stita. Teshu means Teshu Bhuteshu. Aham Stitaha in the form of Ishvara. Ahameva Atma. Ataha Bravim. So Bhagavan says, suppose we say, I am sitting in the floor. I am sitting inside the room. So somewhere we are sitting, no, on the chair. So we are, suppose this is chair. Nowadays, nobody is sitting on the floor. But if we are sitting on the chair, so we are sitting here. So our body is touching to the chair. If we are sitting on the floor, then our body is touching to the floor. Like that, Ishvara is sitting in us. There is any touching? So he says, no. It can, because touching sensation possible only for Panchabhuta, not for subtle thing. That's why he says, people are thinking, I am available like this. Even for Jaina, I used to take for Jain cult. They say Atma is nothing but body. Body is Atma. Many people, they have their own thinking. That's why they are all are called Muda Buddhi. Bhagavan says, Ataha Bravimi. Because generally people are thinking, Ishvara is sitting in us in the form of Sthula. So he says, Nacha aham teshu bhuteshu avasthitaha. I am not available among all beings as a based avasthita. I am not in which way? So he says, Murtavat. Murtavat means one who has form. One who has form, when we say, okay, please come and sit in this chair, then one who has form can sit on the chair. But if we ask, that our space, one is all pervading, we say, oh space, oh Akasha, please sit on this chair. Can it possible? Cannot be possible. There are two meanings. One is Akasha. Space is all pervading and very subtle. And it never being all pervading and subtle, there is a we can say is a touching effect. Because in second chapter it says, if rain rains, Akasha can never drown. If Surya, if fire is there, the sun, our space, Akasha cannot burn. Even Vayu, Vati always, but Akasha cannot dry because Akasha is subtle. So Akasha cannot see, because of Akasha chair is available. In that level also, so Akasha doesn't have form. So Bhagavan says, Shankaracharya says, Murtavat, one who has form, that is Sanslesha. They can sit, but Sanslesha abhavena Akashasya api antaratamaha aham. Sanslesha means touching sensation. Touch, sanslesha. Coming into contact is called sanslesha. So there is no contact available. That sthula, gross contact cannot be available for Akasha, then what to talk of Ishvara? So Bhagavan says, Shankaracharya says, Akashasya api antarahatamaha. I am more subtle than Akasha. Then what to talk about me? How can I available? Antarataha aham. That's why I am not available. And again he says, Shankaracharya says, asansargi vastu. Asansargi vastu means a object which cannot available for contact. Object, we can't say object, but anything which cannot be available for our any five sense organ, kvachid, for any time, adheya bhavena. The meaning of adheya means what I have shown. This chair, on chair, now I can keep something like avakasha. So what we are keeping on chair is called adheya, to be placed. But one who is subtle cannot be available for sitting, to be placed. So asansargi vastu, anything which cannot be available for contact, that subtle thing, adheya bhavena, in the form of to be placed, avasthitam na bhavati, cannot be available, to remain somewhere in touch form. So here Shankaracharya is written as a avasthitam na bhavati. So according to Shankaracharya ji, he says the meaning of this. Najaham teshu avasthita means, how can I be available in each and every being in the form of, like two people are holding each other hands and going. Same way, how can I sit inside the heart? Because I am always avyakta murti. I am an unmanifest form. I am in subtle form. So in subtle form, without contact, I cannot available in them. Shankaracharya has taken in this way. But we can take, the meaning is A cannot equal to B, because without B also, A is always available. And here B is equal to A. All beings is equal to, again, all beings are nothing but Atma, consciousness only, but Atma doesn't need any being for its own sustenance. They give their, I always say, somebody asks, what can I borrow you? So Bhagavan says they have given borrowed consciousness. And consciousness doesn't have any touch effect. Being subtle, it cannot touch anything. That's why, according to Shankaracharya ji, Nachaham Teshu Avasthita, he is taken, but our Puja Swamiji has taken what I have said. So both ways, Shankaracharya is not taken because Shankaracharya ji knows in front of who are sitting in Shankaracharya ji is all Pahuche Hue Mahatma, all 4 disciples are great. So that's why he is taken Murtavat, Amurta, Murta Nasparshate. Even we can take like this. Amurta Vastu Naha Nasparshate. There is a no touching effect. Totally, even Avkash cannot touch us. Because it is very subtle. Same way, Ishvara is the cause of all, even Akasha. So how much subtler? Subtlest. So that cannot, that's why he says, Sanslesha Bhave. So I'm not sitting like if some king is sitting on the chair inside the heart. So Sanslesha Bhave, na, I cannot available in anyone. Avasthita. Asansargi Vastu Kvachid Adheya Bhavena Avasthitam Na Bhavati. Cannot be available. This is the meaning. Any question? Any question regarding this?
Swaminiji,
Yes.
there is always this question, right? Suppose you give these examples of clay and pot or gold and ornaments. Then the essence, which is the clay or gold, they undergo change, right? When they are modified into different forms, they as though they undergo change. So when they say, so when Ishvara pervades all these beings, if the beings are happy, does that mean Ishvara is happy? Does he undergo, all the modifications of the jiva undergoes? So this sort of confusion always comes, right? That
there is a two type of upadana and karanam, One is parinami upadana karanam, another is called vivarta upadana karanam.
Yeah, that parinami is the
they go on the
right?
modification, and vivarta upadana karanam without undergo any change is called vivarta. So Paramatma doesn't undergo any change, modification. So it's a vivarta upadana karanam.
So then it's kind of a special type of creation, isn't it?
Actually, there is a no creation.
Yeah.
But still, for us, it is a creation. That's why it says, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutana. Because of our Nisha, means because of night of ignorance, it looks everything is Satyam in front of us. But when we are get up, means out of Gnanam, when we wake up, at that time we say nothing is, and really speaking, nothing is available. But because of our Agnanam, it seems like when we wake up from dream, we say nothing is, dream was not Satya. Same way this, if we wake up because of Atma Gnanam, really nothing is Satya. That's why Vivarta Upadana Karanam, Parinami, they have given name. So really speaking, there is a no Srushti at all for Gnani, really speaking.
Where this comes, Swamiji, this two types of Upadana Karana?
It comes in Prakarana Grantha, not in Upanishad. Prakarana Grantha is given. In Upanishad, they have not given upa. Even this, both have discussed what I have shown in Taittiriya Upanishad. But there is no specific. Because if they be taken as a parinami, then it undergoes all type of modification. And even Bhagavan is upadhankar, like one lump of clay is there, and we keep on making some pots. After some time, it will be over, no?
Right,
So
right.
Bhagavan has started to make whole jagat. Bhagavan is using oneself. And one time Bhagavan's all will over. All masala,
Right.
whatever. Then Bhagavan was not available then. Then what will happen?
Right.
That's why it's a vivat.
And also, yeah, I mean, practically, right? You take a clay and you make a pot.
Yeah.
You know, you have to heat it and it undergoes chemical changes. It's
Yeah.
not the same clay anymore, you know.
Yeah.
You cannot break the pot and make again another
Again
pot
the
because
same,
the
yeah.
clay property changes.
Change, yeah.
Yeah. So this examples, I guess sometimes, you know, it's little tricky. Yeah.
So, Swaminiji, as an extension to that example, Swaminiji used to always talk about the pot is just the name and function, because he'll say there is only one vastu.
Now, yeah, but here I did discuss, yeah, because
so the one vastu is just clay. So there is one vastu which is clay. So what is that pot?
Vacharambam vikaram namadayam.
Nama vikaro namadayam. So just the name
it is just come out of our mouth only. Vacha arambadam.
Yes.
Our speech only. But here we are not discussing Upanishad. No? That's why I did discuss.
Yeah. So the thing is, there is no substance. For the word pot, there is no substance, because the substance belongs to the word clay.
Yeah.
The clay is the substance, so there is no substance for pot.
Same way we are all beings like that. You just think of
like that. Exactly. Exactly.
So
So
still
that's
we are
what I
giving
thought.
Too much importance to this Modi and whole jagat.
Correct. So it is just, you're actually, the body, mind, sense complex is nothing. You are everything. You are that consciousness.
In spite of knowing everything, no, we are still keep on doing same.
Yes.
Yeah. This is Rajaguhyam. It's called Raja.
Yes, it's
king of all secrets.
It is like it's such a miracle, actually.
Yeah, that is the whole challenge in Vedanta, right? Because
Maya Jalam.
The truth is so absurd that if you view it from the point of view of our existence, it looks very absurd.
Yeah.
That you are negating everything. You know, what is so obvious and tangible to you, you are negating all of that.
Yeah. And you are what you are not, what is not obvious and to you, in the sense
why,
which you cannot objectify.
That's why I would like to share you, because sometimes if mind is totally calm, you know, if our mind, and we try to ourselves how I would be without time and space.
Yes.
If there is some grace of Lord, then Bhagavan will show there is really nothing.
Yes.
Only me, everywhere, only me. This is, but that Vritti Gnanam will go again. This word will be available for us. But this Vritti Gnanam, that click, no, it's called Paravidya.
Yes, correct. And Swaminiji, this Matsthani Sarva Bhutani is Swamiji's one of his favorite verses from the Gita.
Yeah, very favorite.
Yes.
Best. Is they consider is like a pendant, no? In all are wearing that what's a necklace, something all women are wearing. So pendant is it can come separate, no? In same way in 18 chapters, this 9th chapter is like a pendant.
Yes.
This Bhagavan has promised so much thing. Bhagavan has discussed this whole Granthi Shloka even here. So it is the two to three promises, no? Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. 2 to 3. Beautiful. That's why 9th chapter considered as the king of, that's why Raj, king of the whole chapters.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Basically, the first step is we should have a calm mind.
everything. That's the first step, baby steps.
I think if you can have no mind, that will be better.
No, we need mind.
That is all
Mind only
advanced.
In the sense, Swamiji,
Yeah.
if you understand that the mind is the problem. Your mind is the problem. And if you can sort of ask your mind to just, or don't pay any attention to the mind. If you can sort of not pay attention to your mind and
so in order to achieve that state, you have to bring mind to a certain level of discipline,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the whole
And that is
challenge.
why the devotional practices and
It is
karma
very
yoga,
necessary. Karma
they're
yoga is
absolutely essential.
Step
I
by
mean,
step.
I
Yeah,
cannot jump straight away to negating my body and mind.
exactly.
You know,
that cannot.
Yeah.
That's right. Not easy at all. Even to get calm mind consistently, it's very difficult.
I mean,
Not
if
that
people
easy.
are able to do it without the devotional practices and things like that, they must have been gifted in some way. You know, they.
No, it takes
No,
practice. Yeah.
they may have done it in the previous janma. So
Yeah.
some people enjoy a certain calmness of the mind.
Because they
As
have
it
done all this, no, in past birth.
That is how they've come to Vedanta, perhaps, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Like that, what was the, no, that, what was the fourth student of Shankaracharya ji?
yeah, Totakacharya.
Totakacharya.
No, Totaka.
Ah,
Totaka. No, Totaka.
yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
Totaka. Hastamalak.
Hastamalak.
Oh, Hastamalaka. Okay.
From
Okay.
previous birth only. When he
Yeah.
asked, who are you? He started everything. I'm not this, I'm not this.
Yes.
Hastamalak. After that, he never speak anything. But first word comes, I'm not this, I'm not this. So he has carried everything, sanskar.
Yeah. Yeah, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa calls such people like Ishwara Kotis or something like that. He says.
Ishvara,
Yeah.
special child of
Like he
Ishvara.
says, Swami Vivekananda is like an Ishwara Koti, like
Ishvara Koti, yeah.
he didn't have to undergo any disciplines. He just.
After gaining this avastha, no, there is no boundaries. They can behave, but they never behave abruptly, because of, they never.
Swamiji, but this the Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam of that we do is a great tapas. It is and like the more it's like you keep hitting at it. You're basically your mind also it's getting hit by these truths, and then automatically it falls off. It's like what do you call it? It's a process of maturing, isn't it? So when you see the what do you call it, anityatvam of everything else, then it all falls off. So this is a great tapas.
Yeah.
As great. I mean, I don't want to rank it or anything, but I'm saying when you say you do prayer, all that is fine. But this Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam is the greatest prayer of all. Is my personal view. Because really you are constantly hitting at your misconceptions.
Yeah. This is very true. But still, I think with Shravanam, we should have some love towards Ishvara, something, Otherwise, without only Shravanam will help, but whose mind is calm through Karma Yoga. Through
But that love for Ishvara will come automatically when you understand.
No, it's not come. I have seen many people. They are doing Shravana. They become the mechanical, intellectual exercise. For them,
Yes. When you see the whole, when you understand the whole, then that is like it's like what do you call? Right now we are your body mind sense complex. You are in love with the body mind sense complex. But when you understand Ishvara, then the love is for that whole, not for the individual self. That is what you're losing by this process. The individual ego is what you're letting go.
No, but when we are honest to oneself, then this can be possible. There
Yeah.
are many people, they are dishonest to oneself. They
Yes.
think, yeah, what I
That
am doing is
defeats the
correct
purpose.
only.
Yes.
They never try to find out what is some problem in me or not. They think I am all right.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
are many people and they keep on only Shravanam, no, it's not helpful. They also go in depression also. I have seen many.
Mm.
That's why I used to say, if one who is totally mature and keep on Shravanam, no problem.
Mm.
Yes.
But if Chitta Shuddhi is not there and they
Yes.
only Shravanam, they can give also little bit Ahankara also,
Yes.
and they can go also different.
Yeah.
And I think Swamiji, same way, like, there are people that put too much emphasis on dhyana or meditation, right?
Yeah, it's
That also is a problem.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you are not prepared and you are unearthing all these things, and just you could also
Yeah.
become totally crazy and kind of a nutty person.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
True.
Yeah. And I think that's why this karma yoga is such a powerful thing, because it just brings you back to this empirical reality that you have to
Right.
deal with.
True.
Very true.
That's the first step, as a matter of fact.
In fact, this is my view, Hemlataji. I mean, people always say karma yoga is the first step. I don't think of it as such a simple
Our life
thing as
only.
first.
Yeah.
It is our entire life. I mean, it's
Exactly,
not a
yeah.
first step.
True. Totally. Because when you understand, then you're a true karma yogi, in the sense.
Right. I mean,
You
right.
do what needs to be
Everything.
done.
Yat karoshi, yadashnasi, yat juhoshi,
Yes,
dadasi.
everything
Yeah,
is
it will come
Ishvara
everything.
Aradhana.
Yeah.
Tat yatyat karma karoti. Tatyat
Yeah.
Shambhodava Aradhana. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Shall we do?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
you so much.
you, Swamiji.
Om
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om
Shanti
Shanti
Shanti.
Harihi Om.
Hari
Shri
Om.
Gurubhyo Namaha.
Shri
Harihi
Gurubhyo
Om.
Namaha Harihi Om.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.